What is up, guys? Welcome back. Today we have to work on Brian's car, but first, if you've seen in the last one, we put the SR in the Kooky. Yep, she's getting resurrected. We'll be on the road here soon, shortly, but first, before we can put Brian's car on the lift, the oil pan had a pinhole in it. So luckily we had an oil pan kicking around. We gotta put the oil pan back on before we take it off the lift because we can't leave it open, obviously. But look what Brian got in the mail today. Look at that. He's learning, people. He's learning a little bit. We gotta do the brakes. Brand new finishing lines, brake kit. Prototype in the works for all that's chassis, yep. You'll see it's coming soon.
I forgot what size this is. It's a G
That's
series,
a 4-inch flange on it.
Yeah, that is 4-inch. I'm saying the turbo. It's a Pulsar.
It's in the boxes right there, probably.
We've heard a lot of good stuff about the Pulsar, so you know, I wish I didn't spend $2,500 on a G series when you spend
half that,
$700 on a Pulsar.
Don't tell Garrett that. Can't tell Garrett that.
They ain't sponsoring us.
Yeah, we don't get sponsored by them, so save yourself. Buy a Pulsar. We'll have Brian test it, but they're proven already. Yeah. We gotta go to the parts store and get some RTV because everyone used all our Honda Bond. And I had a bunch of these parts at my house. I gotta clean up a little bit, so I brought them here. And there's some SR stuff, some JZ stuff, the miscellaneous stuff that's just good to have. So let's go to the parts store, get some RTV, put this thing on, put Brian's car on the lift. All right, well, after clearing the shop out and digging Brian's car out of the corner, she's on the lift. What are we doing to your car today, Bri?
We had a few things. Drive shaft, brake lines, fuel lines.
Not just any brake lines. Well anticipated, engineered by Brian.
So you went purple? Yeah.
Purple on the gold.
Purple on gold. Where's mine?
That's, you know what that stands for, Brian?
Well, guess what? Now you can get your own.
Lakers. That's crazy, bro. Anyways.
We've worked with Josh from Finishing Lines before on DJ's hatch, the Civic. You guys seen that? He has like a sick tucked brake line.
I got a fucking purple
it's
brake
super
lines.
Cool. You can get whatever you want.
I already tipped my brake lines. Damn it.
Well, not these ones. Josh,
he hooked me on that.
The
tie banjo bolts.
These are meant to utilize
factory.
This is all 100% factory. It's all
replaces every single
by
line.
1.0 the entire car.
So it replaces every single brake line on the car.
Every single brake line on the car. And look, he comes with hardware,
nice.
the clips.
Look at the package.
Look,
Come on.
it's fully, like, everything's integrated. This is actually probably
the front.
This is the prototype batch, right?
Yeah, this is the prototype. Exactly.
Brian's been working with him to get this all figured out. So extensive measurements and document. You should see the document Brian built for this guy. And if it fits perfect, I'm assuming it's going live. Any color you want.
Yeah. Any color, bulkheads.
Do whatever you
I
want.
want fucking pink brake lines.
I'm pretty sure you can get pink brake lines.
I think Josh would send you a set, James.
Do you send you handbrake lines too?
Oh yeah, no, we've measured out everything.
Brian is very eager and excited to finally have brakes on his car, which is a big step, right? Because you have none. You cut them all out. They were all mangled and whatnot.
This car came with nothing.
Pop the wheels off now, put it in the air, and bang this out. Shouldn't be too bad. Look at that.
You really don't
Just
want
remove that.
out in there.
No, but it's, yeah, you've got about, I don't know, that much?
Plenty.
A little bit.
Plenty of room for activities. Bolts
Yeah, that's
somewhere.
gonna be rattling like a bitch.
What bolts are those in? Those aren't drive shaft, are they?
Yeah, they are. I don't know if they're factory or not.
You got
Brian
any
got
duct
them.
tape?
Duct tape? All right, we're gonna wait for Brian to get back to see what he wants to do first. But in the meantime, Dagnell's just gotta throw his subframe in the car. As you know, in the background, they've replaced the inner quarter panel on one side. Just redid the whole subframe. So he's gonna throw her in tonight. I don't really have much going on, so I'm just gonna shove the camera in their faces for the night. Tucker? There's no one out there. Try a little Noka? Toka? Little lick, that's it. That's good. Good.
How's it going?
You gotta come in a little. For now. Richard Rolling, Brian Hall. Dagnell's gonna have this bad boy back on the road ASAP pronto. Here we are. We are installing the caliper lines now as we speak. How's everything fitting so far, Bri?
Just as it should.
Unbelievably good. And the purple? I see what you did there, Bri. Affiliated, respect. What do you want?
Kodak.
What live are you? Oh, is it?
Yeah, he always says crazy shit.
Little dog, that's
Frenchie.
fresh. A furry Frenchie too.
Yeah.
That's exotic. Got the rears going on now. Drew's overseeing things. Tucker, of course. Look it. See, the rear's on, nice and tight. We got the fuel lines ran back here to this beautiful Djworks hanger. Come on, we're making great progress.
Don't come over here.
Djnow's tidying up brake lines. We should have waited to put these in. We could have got you a colored set from Finishing Lines.
What?
New brake lines.
Snake lines?
Yeah. Could have made them out of snake skin. E-brake lines are in. Well, this side's not, but they will be soon. Don't you have a big race tonight, Djnow?
Yeah.
For pink slips?
I'm racing Hector.
Hector with the dual turbo?
Yeah.
The
Dual turbo and Nas.
Look at you, Bri. You're too bougie for me now. Titanium on your fucking Master? Who are you, Bri? New turbo? I don't even think we talk about that right here. Titanium, Bri? Oh my gosh.
This is the price tag. Brian. Check.
The man of, if you got my angle, my view right here, titanium brake master, bolts, brand new turbo, brand new future fab manifold. I don't know, Drew.
Brian had to pop your shit for the one time.
Brand new coil rad, titanium radiator mounts.
You could have went to Johnny Dane.
All that, and I got a $600 long block.
You could have had a grill, Brian.
Could have got a bust down something.
What?
All right, look.
Yeah.
Caliper lines are plumbed on all four calipers. Front right, front left. We got the big line. We got the rear lines. Now what line do we have to run, bro?
So this one goes from the master cylinder to the rear brakes. And it connects to this T that's provided. If it wasn't missing on your application, right? So this is exactly the same as the factory T, other than the fact that it's round. So no matter what, this is a direct replacement for the factory T. It'll go right in this area. I mean, if you're missing that, I mean, could you imagine buying a brake line kit to do your whole car and it comes with everything except for that? You'd be furious. So it's better off being provided in the kit.
The thing that's taking the longest is finding tools, and that's normally how it always is here because the selection of tools is poor. But we'll get to that. At least we got a lift. We've been using this thing.
We got a lift.
We've been using this thing like a dog. So I mean, very helpful.
Is the lift comprehensive?
Like Scholastic Fair.
Really?
Very
I
comprehensive.
think you need to do 20 hours of Kumon.
What the fuck is he talking about?
All right, quick little update. Brian got his finishing lines brake kit all plumbed in. E-brake line. We still have to put. We gotta put the drive shaft in her
It's ready to be bled.
and be bled. We'll have full brakes and fuel lines. Correct me if I'm wrong. Fuel lines, right? Oh, you had to connect it to the sending unit.
But they're in there. Now we can do the rest from inside of here.
And also, we picked up these BMW wheels the other day, and we're just cleaning them up now. It had some Hoosier tires on them. They were a little beat, but they are cleaning up pretty good. As you can see, we got all the chemicals out. Drew says this isn't the right stuff to use, but you know, it gets the job done. It gets the job done. So we gotta get tires. The coil should be in for the BMW this week. So at least we'll have the wheels prepped for tires, because we still need tires. Djnow has made no progress on his car. He has not worked on it since last we spoke. Where's the snake tank? Maybe take that out. I'll clean it up. I got all the stuff out. I'll clean it.
Away.
I see it right there.
No, I'm doing fuel cell. This is NASCAR.
Djnow is cleaning his gas tank out. That's why he hasn't put it in yet. But his car is almost ready to rock and roll. And Brian's car
Is in shambles.
That's now, there's only one thing left to do, Bri. And what is that?
Bleed the brakes. Let's see if we tightened all the fittings.
Where are the leaks gonna be? Porsche fluid, Bri?
That's what we're using. we got.
Same.
I'm sorry, we could have used it for your car, but
We can get more. Kaylee works at Porsche.
you don't need to know that.
Kaylee works at Honda. We can get more. Porsche fluid, baby. So the reason why people like this fluid is because it has a low boiling residency, high boiling point. It takes a lot more for it to break down, and this will prevent your brakes from feeling like a sponge.
But you know the difference? Actually, .3 absorbs water at a slower rate. Kind of good for a daily driver to be .3. I feel like it'll last longer, the brake fluid, but lower boiling point. But on a track
So
car,
bad on a race track.
yeah.
Good thing.
But you have to change it more often.
Take that top off for me, please, Bri.
You think we're ready for that?
Yeah, we're just so we're ready to roll.
Times, maybe.
Take that off. Ooh.
All right. Okay.
So I would say it was a success. We had everything for once. This looks so good. Brian's got brake lines now. Almost has fuel lines all hooked up. It's just so good. Waiting on that damn link ECU and that wiring specialties harness. We're gonna have brakes tonight.
Go ahead.
Brian's sleepy.
All right. You want to move to the front?
Oh yeah.
And he acts like we didn't work all day.
Dumbass.
That's not much. Did I drool?
Yeah. On my arm.
No, you did not.
Did I drool?
Are you holding, Bri?
Am I drooling right now, Aunt?
And you said I was sleeping. Fool.
How's it feel, Bri?
It's getting pretty hard.
That's what we like.
It's not hard.
Tight.
Is it leaking? Bri, is your car leaking?
Dad, now can you spin the wheel quick so I could show him this quick? Oh, I'm busy. Spin the wheel so we could show him they got working brakes.
Yeah, spin it. Really spin it. Alright.
That's a sight, Bri.
I was just saying, not for nothing.
Watch those old knees. Ooh.
First time. First try. Don't get old, Rod. First try, nothing leaked. No issues. I didn't like over tighten anything. It was just easy peasy.
We're not gonna give Brian all the credit. Josh at Finishing Lines, he's the
do
one
not-
that produced the lines and crimped the fittings to the lines.
Yeah.
Oh, you put a couple bolts in it. You tightened them. Josh is the one.
I measured every single line on this whole
Yeah, Brian did create the.
I am proud. I did develop the kit with Josh, and
He stole the info from my car.
part of the info I stole from Djnoway's car. If you guys have a 240 or are looking to replace the entire brake line kit on your car, I mean, hard lines are cool and all, but I feel like this is just so easy to install. It looks really good, looks clean.
You could
It'll
choose.
last forever.
And-
You know what I mean? As long as you're not rubbing these components on something that's turning, like your wheel or
Chafing.
axle or-
Yeah, any chafing is not good. And
Yeah, obviously we're gonna go back. I already got one clamp there on the firewall, but it's important to tie this stuff up and get it zip tied or clamped, however you need to, so to prevent.
secure it. And if you guys like customization and you're trying to go with a theme, he provides a bunch of different colors.
Well, like you saw, there's the purple and the gold are two separate choices, so you can pick whatever colors you want. It's all on the website. There's drop down menus. You get to choose like I don't know if you call it the hose end or the ferrule or whatever. You could choose that color, and you could choose the line color.
And the customer support that Josh provides is next level. So
Yeah, and
if
there's
you have any
also
questions-
options for dual caliper line setup, inline handbrake setup. All that stuff's already figured out.
I think these brake lines are much better than the other competitors, but that's just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. But that's great for the night. We got brakes, we got fuel lines, and we got a drive shaft. So we checked everything off the list that we wanted to do tonight on Brian's car. What's next? I don't know. Couldn't tell you guys. Intercooler piping needs to happen. We can make a downpipe exhaust now,
We
technically.
need to get accessories on this engine.
Yeah, so Brian needs to whip out his purse because
Why you gotta say it like that? Why you gotta say purse? Stick to the topic at hand.
Hurry up, I gotta grind it.
a terrible day it is today. Pouring out. You see it outside?
quickly.
It's raining.
Only for 5 minutes.
36 wheels, cleaned up. They look pretty mint. Brian's car is back where it belongs. This is inside, that's on the lift. We'll probably put the exhaust on her today. Before we do that, we have to open this wall up. Make it more usable. I'm gonna put like a toolbox in here. When we're working on the lift, we don't have to walk all the way to the other side of the shop to get tools from the toolbox. We're gonna see how this all comes out. This door frame out right there.
No, it's very simple. You just gotta take it apart like, you know,
With a hammer.
like a car, but it's just screws and nails. Pry all that shit right off. Nah, I wouldn't do that.
It's not structural. Maybe it's structural.
Good wood to keep. No. I wouldn't do that.
And back. See? Open her up. And make this like usable tool cutting area.
Right. No, you're not listening. You have to carefully dissect these out so this doesn't split.
Oh, I'll pry
Just pry the nails that are attached to the framing right here. Keep those screws.
How nasty this is. Fucking nails in the ground. Any muddy under there? Oh, I'm gonna try not to step on a nail today. Here we go. Pry it out.
Any screws up there?
Pry that out.
Yeah, there is screws.
Watch out. Watch out. We're blowing the wall out, Dagnell. That looks good. You could park a car in here. More demo, we'll be back. So it always looks worse before it looks better. We gotta cut this piece of plywood here. Then we're gonna put these fixtures up back on the side, and then I can have my little thing from Ireland. I think RJ got me that as a gift, so we could reuse that. Put this here, just on the sides, you know, it's like they call that a cap over.
Yeah.
Wood's kind of split, it's trash wood. But we got it. No, not like that.
You got new wood upstairs.
Not like this.
Doors. That's like a trim piece.
Yeah, that's a trim.
Maybe we'll take it right to Home Depot.
We need Ray to do this over here.
No.
Yes. All right, we got the black paint. The wall is blown out. Cleaned the room out a little bit. Took everything out of the room. We have a lot of dirt bikes and we're just trying to figure out how we're gonna utilize this room. Get a new bench, maybe another toolbox. So when, like I said, when the car's on the lift, it'll be easier to work on. But we have the exhaust for the Kooky, we got the hangers, and we have gaskets now complimentary of Dagnell. They gave us an exhaust gasket, so everything is great right there. So we got a HKS high power going on her. You know, they're cheap, they're like 600 bucks. For a brand new exhaust, it's not terrible. Throw that on just to get it out of the way. Kooky, full exhaust, the back room. Lights on, thank you. We gotta do something about this room. This is good space that we could utilize and do something with. So definitely let me know down in the comments below what we should do with that. The Porsche, we are going to get a motor for it this week. I'm very excited for that. Not excited for the drive to go get it, but it'll be worth it. This week we are heading to Maryland to address that. And Aunt is welding up some brackets for these R32 seats to go in his S13. You're really grinding those, huh? Damn, you know.
More weld than I needed, but you know, grind it, paint it, forget about it. Never look at it again.
No, as long as all 4 bolts go in.
I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I can't have a loose seat. That's my biggest pet peeve.
That is poor.
You get in some of these cars out here, they got loose seats.
Now he's got his muffler on, he's got his bumper on.
Get a clue.
Gas tank in, subframe is in. As you guys saw the other day, he was putting his subframe in. We're getting some muffler fucking clearance, huh? I'm gonna let it melt. That's the JDM way, yeah. Maybe just cut the muffler off it. So Djnow's car should be back on the road again. I know you guys have seen this in the background, and he works a normal job, so it's hard for him to fucking work on it. But Kooky and Porsche is coming up soon. This thing should be running pretty soon. Gotta go to wiring specialties. It's gonna be a busy week ahead of me, but I'm ready for it, and it'll be good. So with that being said, if you guys have not checked out the E36 giveaway, that will be linked down in the description. With that being said, definitely stay tuned, and I will catch you guys in the next one.